Hello, everybody. This is Judah McNeil with OV Estalus. We are here to do a update because it is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year pretty soon, huh? Right, Ovi?
Yep, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Judah.
How you been?
Good, better, recovered. I
Better?
mean,
Ha-
I don't know if fully recovered, but close to.
yeah, because the last time we talked, you had just been in a little how do you want to say it? And
An accident.
but God spared your life, and here you are, well, and thank God. And you had a good Christmas.
Well, as I told you, the enemies, God didn't let my enemies to be happy. So it just made me more pissed off that I'm alive.
Well, good. And what was your how was your Christmas?
Family time,
Good food.
always good food. Yeah, good
Great.
food, family time was great. We had great time with the employees as well before, so.
That's right. Yeah, I thought I couldn't make it, and I regret it. I wish I had been able to maybe drive there. I heard it was amazing.
I offered you everything to come by, and you said,
I
no,
know.
I get it. So it's on you this time.
It's always on me. Oh man. Well, we just wanted to wish everybody a happy New Year, but I also wanted to get an update from you, Ovi. What kind of things are there? Big changes coming for Crown Point Truck and Trailer Repair.
Yep. So we are preparing the back parking lot. Finally, after 1 year of fight with the village of Morton Grove, finally they approved the plans. Actually, they're still on the table to send us the permit, the final permit. Definitely, as you know, they try to make the life more harder, to Crown Point. Uh, don't know the reason, but I guess we're gonna find them in court. But
So what? They wouldn't let you. They wouldn't let you expand, or they wouldn't let you make it a parking lot.
Well, they didn't want to let me actually buy the building. They was trying to push me out of here to sell it to a towing company. I'm not gonna say the name. You know how it is. One hand wash another, and both wash the face. It's a proverb: thief not caught, it's an honest guy, right? So I can say too much bad about it because it's not good because we're alive. But definitely, they tried to kick me out of here, from the bottom of their heart, as much as they could.
They're
They were
evil.
totally the right hand of the mayor, ex-mayor, whatever it was before that mayor, bunch of crooks. That's what I can say.
Wow.
Yeah, so definitely
Well, I'm glad. Well,
we end up in a court. I opened lost against them, and my attorney took it over and is going forward in the court.
okay, but so you have authority now to make to make what, a parking lot in the back.
Well, we had the parking in the back was not paved, so we finally got the permission to pave it. Obviously,
Wow.
they came back with all kind of like stupid things. You need to put this kind of concrete now, which cost me actually just the concrete $200,000 just in concrete.
Holy cow.
But that's okay. I mean, one thing I told them, I pay.
Yeah.
No matter what they want to do, I
Yeah.
got money to put a parking lot. I will do that. They're not gonna kick me out.
Yeah.
So
So that's
obviously,
a win. That's a big
it's a
win.
it's a big win because they initially didn't let me park in the back at all. They said until November 2021. So they screw up because they was to say November 2020, and then they couldn't say nothing in the documents. They screw up, they screw up, they screw up. But then we apply for permits since a year, almost a year, and which
Yeah.
normally a permit takes 3 months and it's max. I mean, I built up
Yeah.
a lot of houses, and you know, it took
Yeah.
3 months to get top, to get a permit, even from the city of Chicago, which everybody knows is the most hardest one to get it. It took 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months. But
Wow.
for them, it took them, yeah, they start with the fact that they send it to a firm and they come back saying that, oh, we have no money to hire that firm, we do it in-house. And obviously, I mean, they buy time, they just try to mess around as much as they can,
Yeah.
which is fine. Now it's winter, I can do the parking lot. I mean, I park on gravel, but I can do the parking lot to put the concrete down. But yeah, I'm
Wow. So that gives
actually
you a bunch of space back there. You can put trucks. You can it expands the whole
expand
the
the repair
whole.
facility. Expand, yeah, as you know, we own now the whole building. So I own the entire. I mean, my corporate whatever own the entire building, and we expanding. We actually become the largest repair shop in the United States of America. 100,
Wow.
yeah, it's gonna be 120,000 square feet indoor repair shop, which is way larger than I mean, the biggest one are like 50, 60,000 square feet, and we are like triple them, you know. Yeah. So,
So you guys heard it here. The biggest shop in America, right? The
we'll be the
biggest
biggest
semi
one in the
truck
United.
repair shop.
Yeah, correct.
Wow. And the cleanest. I'll say everybody that has ever come into the shop has said this is the cleanest I've ever seen a repair shop.
I'm happy that you say that, not me though.
Everybody who comes says that. Everybody. I
it's
mean,
it's true. You know very well. I'm a little bit of freak of cleaning. I like to. I'm a freak when I see something. It's just like irritate me. I mean, very well. We have a person who is hired just for that reason, just to wash the concrete every day with the machines.
yeah.
So yeah, I like to keep the standards up. That way, the name of the company will be, better probably, or not. Realistically, I don't care about it. It's more like I feel better than the shop is clean, my employees
Yeah.
work in a very clean environment, and no dust, no oil, no all kind of stuff.
And customers get about better value, better experience when it's cleaner like
Get a
that.
better experience, and in the same time, the job is getting better. I mean, keep in mind that we have a body shop, right? So you have that. Okay, you have spray booths, but all the air, can go into the spray booths too, no matter what. You open the doors, you close the doors, right? So think about it. You have dust, into your shop, flying in the air, and then you paint the car. I mean, we paint, Bentleys. We pay like, $500,000 cars. We want to make sure the quality is there, and having a
Yeah.
good quality on that side, that aspect, it's having a clean shop.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, we're
Absolutely.
doing coach buses. We have limo companies. We have municipalities trucks. We have a bunch of like big companies, and some of them, they're very picky. And you should be picky because you pay the money for it, and you want to get the best of the best.
Yeah, absolutely. I think anybody who goes in there realizes that if you have smoke and dust, like you said, just going everywhere and it's messy and disorganized, then anybody who comes in is going to think this is not where I want to get my Bentley, work done, right?
Well, I remember when
No.
I had my first truck, I have a trucking company, obviously. So when I had my first truck, went to a shop to fix it, I have to step over the old parts or garbage they have on the floor. So, it's a trucking shop. Everybody say, oh, it's a
Yeah.
trucking shop. Well, it's true. But back then I said, if I ever have a shop, it looks like a pharmacy, different. So,
Pharmacy. Yeah, that's a
so
good way to put
now,
it.
now every time I meet with those person, I tell them, now this is how it has to look a shop. So you can have a truck shop, clean truck shop,
Yeah.
if you want to. I mean, obviously it's an effort to keep it because people are working. I mean, they take off transmissions, differentials. They are full of salt, dirt, whatever they are, right? But if you don't clean, that dirt just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And so now has your body shop expanded now with the expansion of the whole building?
Yes, it's getting more room for prep.
More
We got more
bays?
contracts, more base for preparation. Yeah, we got
Oh,
more contracts signed.
wow.
Actually, we got uh, you know we lined up a few contracts with some independent contractors for FedEx.
Okay.
One guy has about 120, one guy has about 200 trucks, you know.
Wow.
So they
That's
do
just
the
body
body and repair.
and repair, engine
Yeah.
repair.
So everything, you know, from A to Z. So, you know,
W- We have Tim here. Tim Ulofsson says you do some awesome work there, and your focus on the customer is great. Thank you, Tim. Wow.
well, as you know, as I told you, that's the most important thing. You know, the customers to be happy when they get out from here. As you know very well, personally, I have some business cards. I don't remember in my entire life if I handed my business cards more than 10 times. Let's say 20 times.
Wow.
Because it was just because they need my email, but not for making like okay advertising stuff like that. It's because
Yeah.
I always went to the idea since my father, was a businessman. He taught me that your business card is the word of mouth. You know, what you
Mm.
do is going to be your business card. In constructions, I start with a small bedroom. I mean, you know the story. I start with a small bedroom, and then I make like multi-million dollars houses, or $8-10 million projects. The
Yeah.
reason being that, and those guys they never get my card. I never bid on their projects. You know, they just call me. They want to do it, and I did it. You know,
Wow.
but they have references from the others previous customers. You know, so word of mouth.
It's the best way because that way you're getting somebody who's already experienced it, already had the good service, and so you know for sure that okay, yeah. A lot of times people on Facebook do that, like, hey, where can I go to get my truck fixed or whatever? Where somewhere in and people will put recommendations.
Yeah, they do that, and also, I told you the reviews on Google for me realistically matter, but the only problem is over there. Always gonna find people. I mean,
Yeah,
you're always gonna find somebody. I mean, I got a
dissatisfied.
guy who
Yeah,
came said that I want my front bumper fixed. We fix the front bumper. Then he says, "Why we don't fix the back one too? You don't sign for it. You don't pay for the
yeah,
back one. And then obviously a bad review. This is not a good shot because don't pay my back bumper. I mean,
yeah.
you know how it works. You
Oh
can
yeah,
find these kind of people too. But
oh yeah,
I mean, if it's something which we can help them out and doesn't cost us too much, it's like just time consuming. We do that for
yeah.
them. But when the customer come with attitudes, you try to say, you know what, I better go move on to customer who appreciate and you know
Right. And for every customer that doesn't appreciate, you got like four or five that, like Tim, who are super excited with the kind of service that they got and content and come back.
well, I mean, we have so since I opened the shop, I can say that probably we retain good 90% of the customers.
Yeah.
They keep coming back. I mean, the daughter scratched the car, the driver hit another. I mean, we got pretty good amount. 90% of the business, I would say, is from the old customers. Keep coming
Yeah.
back, coming back. Uh,
Yeah.
the new,
Repeat customers.
yes, the new 10 to 15%, I would say, is the new customer coming in. Like I just told you, we sign up with some contractors, independent contractors for FedEx.
Yeah.
So those kind of customers they're coming in, so they are new addition to those. That's why we have to expand. We have no more room.
Yeah. Well, now listen. One thing I wanted to mention is that I forgot to say this, but I think you'll be okay. We mentioned is that you predicted exactly what happened with. Remember, I talked to you a long time ago about the election and stuff. You said, "Look, no matter who comes on, you're going to see everything start to get. You're going to see a spike in the economy, but then after a while, you're going to see it come down, and that's what we were seeing.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
how? What about for this year? Do you have? I mean, do you have any ideas or feelings about what it's going to be like this year?
I can just give my opinion.
No, yeah.
I mean, I I'm not God to know what's gonna happen. Obviously, and I don't want to be in his shoes to know everything. It's enough what I know, but I believe it's gonna be a great year. The first, I would say, half, probably
Yeah,
the ticker of it. I mean, don't forget it's coming the election in the fall.
yeah,
Democrats gonna get crashed. I mean, the Republicans gonna hit them. You know how it is. All that political shit show.
yeah.
So that's what I think. So is the the problem is going to come up.
So once the elections start, that's gonna raise problems, and the economy is gonna should be shook
A
up a
few
little
months
bit.
before that, obviously, a few months before that. But yeah, that's what I estimated the first half of the year will be good. After that, all I can tell is that I just saw yesterday, I think so. They keep arguing about the containers crisis and all
Yeah.
that stuff. I mean, they just find out like they're selling containers with freight in it because they have like cabbage or kind of stuff like that. They cannot sell there's so much containers loaded, and they cannot sell the containers here, but they say it's a crisis here. So all of this is going to come up eventually. It's going to come up into the I estimate it's going to come up probably by end of summer, when they're going to need to show, okay, look, we have the products now. We bring the products to you. There's no more container crisis. Vote for,
Yeah, there's gonna be tons of product out there. Just
it's
lots of it coming in
right now on the market, guys. You're not going to suffer. Whatever it was because of the Republicans or whatever previous president. Now it's because we are here. Look what we can do for you. This kind of stuff. That's what And if you look in the history of the last 15 years, you see the same game. Back and forth, back and forth. It's just that now it was never a COVID like now. So
that was kind of a game changer.
Yeah, this changed a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we've got Tim saying retaining customers is the key to building a wonderful business. Crown seems to be doing this in spades. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, that's like you. And Claudia says, love it. Or maybe, I don't know if that's Claudia or somebody.
Yeah, you're right, Claudia.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for tuning in. And mainly, we just want to say Happy New Year and get Ovi's thoughts on what to expect from next year from Crown Point. What are his thoughts and feelings about the year coming up? And I'm glad we're able to do that.
Yeah, well, as I told you, we're expanding, we're growing bigger. Next 6 months, I would say, will be like a big project outdoor to finish it up, so we can expand indoor. I spoke with with whatever our contractors who has done the sprinkle systems and stuff like that. They have to the rest of the building because 80% is sprinkled. 20% is not sprinkled. To sprinkle that one too. Then we're gonna go back to the Morton Grove, hopefully with no fights. I'm talking about no fights, like no political fights like that.
Right.
Do it. Getting the rest of the permits to expand into it and expand the facility.
Okay.
The new parts department is getting open. I told you we have a parts department. We're working on it like crazy for the last 3 months.
Nice.
As a fact, my guys right now, they're putting the security system over the whole shelvings and everything to be ready to open it. Yeah, we're gonna have we order a bunch of parts, and we're gonna order another quite a bit of few $100,000 of parts to come in, so we can serve the customer better. I know it's a shortage of parts. I know customers have trucks sitting because there's no parts, so I'm trying to order as much as I can and try to help into the industry, and source out parts from us. We're gonna have used parts, used department, and new parts, new department.
Nice. Oh, that'll be super helpful. Sorry. That'll be super helpful for when it comes time to not just your parts in the shop there, but people on the road and stuff like that may need a part.
Well, this is for outside shops too, so not only for my shop.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's just a parts department,
Yeah, that'll be awesome. We got one last. Let's see. Claudia says we want more. Hey, maybe one of these days we'll get what do you think? By next summer we'll have be able to do a tour of all the new shops and everything?
Yeah, absolutely.
And at very
I
least,
don't know if next year by summer, as I told, the project is much bigger. In my vision, it's for the next. I have projects for 2 years from now, 4 years from now, 6 years from now.
Okay.
So I'm keeping all that in my mind, and I'm trying to accomplish them. Obviously, everything is upon the village, to give the permissions, which I hope so they're gonna be nicer, you know.
Yeah, it'd be easier to work with, right? Hey,
Well, listen, I
we
just
asked them, please, hey, give us
all
a break.
I do it by the book. It's up to them to approve it. I mean, I told them clearly, I'm not gonna move out. This is my building. I own it. Have a nice day. You
Let's
know.
do it. Yeah.
I guess they got the message. I hope so.
Okay. Well, hopefully by next Christmas we'll be able to do maybe a virtual tour at least, huh?
You better come here, so to say.
I next Christmas.
Country, Judah.
All right. Well, thank you to everybody who showed up and put a comment and liked the video. And we just wanted to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I was about to say Merry Christmas, but it's gone. So.
Hey, it's still kind of Christmas, you know, in some countries.
That's true. So Merry Christmas for the other ones who don't have it yet.
Yeah.
And Happy New Year for everybody. Hope for the next year is gonna bring a lot of prosperity to trucking companies, to customers. I wish they have less accidents, or if you have an accident, come to Crown Point, but make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know, I wish everybody just, as I said, prosperity and blessing and health.
Amen. All right. Well, thank you, Ovi.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.